Local Sky 3. Breaking news from the next level.
If ever there was a time of year for making memories, this is the season for it. And our next guests this morning are going to help you make some really special ones for your children or grandchildren. Pat and Jana McKenna have executive limousine and shuttle service. The website is nougalimo.com. Very easy. And they have a family tradition, right, Jana?
Yes.
That y'all have turned into one of your happiest offerings with the business.
It is. It started when our children were younger, and we would get them ready for bed during the Christmas season, tuck them in, and then about 10 seconds later, Pat and I would run down the hall and yell, "Jammy ride," and the kids would run out of their bedrooms. I would be in the kitchen and I would wrap them in a warm blanket and give them a little cup of warm cocoa, and we would drive them around looking at Christmas lights. And it became an annual tradition for our family. And so when we started thinking about what could we do for COVID safe activities. This started out of COVID. Pat said, let's do this for the limo company. It would give people a safe activity to do, and it has been a hugely popular event. And we give them cocoa from a local coffee house and drive them around looking at the best Christmas lights.
So you mentioned going looking at the best Christmas lights. We were in conversation not too long ago, and Pat said, listen, I've got to go because the Christmas lights are coming up, being put up, and I got to go scout out the best ones. Like you personally.
Yeah, I drive around town and find the best lights. The weekend right after Thanksgiving, I'll start looking to find all the best lights and set the route, and we start the Monday following Thanksgiving. That gives me time to find those lights and finalize that route.
Within your fleet, and we'll talk a little bit about the fun that they have this time of year, but then also how you can utilize them throughout the year, occasionally or for a regular basis. But are your limos all one size? How many people fit comfortably in a limo?
So currently we have a Lincoln Continental stretch that would hold 10 people.
Okay.
An Expedition stretch limousine that would hold 12 people. And then you can see our Hummer, they've been showing it a little bit. It'll hold 14 people. We also have a Transit Sprinter van, which holds 14, and an Epic Party Coach, which would hold 14.
So what a fun way for either, cousins to all join in or best friends to all do this with their kids, a group activity.
Yeah, and we have several families that do that. They'll go in together and have 2 or 3 families, and rent one of those larger vehicles and make it a really fun activity.
How long is the ride?
It's about 2 hours long.
Oh, wow.
If you book Sunday through Thursday, the rate is about half of our normal rate. We've even had college students that have rented our Hummer and piled in there, and it's very affordable if you have a lot of people. And then we also have hot cocoa for everybody that rides. So you get the hot cocoa and a 2-hour ride. I say about 2 hours. Sometimes traffic gets heavier towards Christmas. Takes a little longer to get through the neighborhoods, but it's about 2 hours.
So sometimes people are just doing it with the group of friends or family they want to be a part of. Sometimes Santa makes an appearance, right?
He does, yes. You can actually, we got to talking to Santa a few years back, and he's got a little bit of time availability, and you can book him for an hour of your trip if he's available. Now, he's pretty busy, so you can see some pictures.
And Christmas Eve, of course, he's not around.
Yeah. But he'll do an hour-long ride. That allows him to actually be in 2 vehicles during that evening.
That's fair. So I was going to ask you about that too. In terms of scheduling, you only have limited availability. What do you do? 2 runs a night?
Well, we'll run any of our vehicles. We only do 1 run a night.
Okay.
It's usually from 6:30 to 8:30 because some people shut off their lights early, and we want to make sure everybody gets the best viewing. But we do have about 5 vehicles that people can book for that. So.
This is a fantastic gift to give yourself or a gift to give your adult children in your life, and y'all run them even after Christmas, so it's something to do that week between Christmas and New Year's for fun too.
Yes, we go to the end of the year. So
okay, the time I have left with you, I do want to talk a little bit about Pat and Jana, and it's like a calling for y'all, I think, what you do.
Yeah.
So you find people coming to you in February and August throughout the year for different reasons, but you do an awful lot of work with seniors to help them be able to stay in their home when they can no longer drive. and still have that independence.
We do. We take them to doctor's appointments. We can take them to the grocery store, you know, running errands. And it just gives them a little, like you said, more of that independence still, without feeling like they're always having to call a family member to take them to some of those things. And we get to build those relationships with them and get to know them, and they get to know us.
And it's nothing against the family member. It's just that who wouldn't feel a little bit guilty for having to always call on the same person? It's nice to be able to go when you want to go.
And we do have a sedan, a Lincoln Continental sedan, so it's easy to get in and out of. We also have SUVs, but we've noticed for some of our senior adults, climbing up in an SUV is not always that easy.
Sure.
So we do have that sedan available for them to get in and out of.
If you are a person who's a plan-aheader, good for you. You do prom season as well. That'll be here actually before you know it, so you may as well book early.
Yes.
Believe it or not, we've already taken bookings for prom this year.
Really?
Yeah, people that like want the Hummer or something like that, it goes very quickly, and they missed out on it last year, so they've already called me and booked it for their prom this year.
Yep.
We have about 6 or 7 weeks of prom in the area, so just because I said it's booked, the Hummer's booked, that's 1 week, it might not be booked your week.
I just love the fact, I don't talk to you often, but every time I do have a chance to talk to you, your kindness shows through.
Oh.
It does.
Thank you.
And you can imagine what it must be like to be in the limo with them, especially at Christmas time, for them to be taking you around to see those lights, and that it was their family tradition that now your family can enjoy as well. Great to see you both.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
So here's how you can book. You can go online to NugaLimo.com, but you can also call them 706-937-5466. They are booking up, and don't miss your chance to get this memory in. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram as well. Great to see you both. Thanks.
I just can't thank you enough for making me a part of this group.